Okay, I think we're already going here. Let's see. What's up, guys? Good morning. If you can call it such a thing, which you can, but I typically don't because I'm not a morning person. I am pretty much actually asleep. This could be a nightmare. I might actually be dreaming. Yeah. Let's see here though. Starman first one in here, followed by Noisy and Dunk, also the first one here, and Rub T. What's going on, guys? Let's see. Gonna get to this real quick. Okay, they're already on. Hang on. Shoot. Yes, watch now with 2K.
Official
There we go.
Marvel
Okay.
Contest of Champions YouTube page as well. Welcome on in, Summoners. It is a mid-month stream. That's right. June was so exciting that we had to break up all of the content into 2 separate streams. We had a big stream last week, in the middle of the week. Thank you to everybody who came to that one. We will be diving into some more excellence that you can come to expect from the Battle Realm in the next couple of weeks. But thank you so very much for being here, Summoners. Please, if this is your first time ever in one of our streams, hop into the chat and let us know where you are tuning in from. We are very excited to see the international reach that we have, pulling in together people from all over the world. Like, we've got Ghost XD here from Poland. We've got War King 86 in England. We've got Skada live from their house. We've also got Chief Gatti in Chicago.
Does that sound okay, guys? I know it's coming through
Mamba in New York
the microphone. Is that okay?
Welcome, everybody. Zaneless is in Malaysia.
Can't do that, can I?
Awesome. And welcome on in, everybody. Again, it is so cool to see just how many people we reach around the world with our game. It is so fun to bring the community together. This is my favorite way to hang out with you all. We're going to go over the ground rules before we...
My favorite way to hang out with you too, Jax.
Show, because we've got some fun stuff coming up. We're going to be talking about Battlegrounds and a Victory Track / Medal update, a couple of different updates to Battlegrounds. We're going to go over something new, a super event, so to say, for later in June. And then we'll be talking about what you guys can expect as we go from June into July. Of course, we will be doing a promo code giveaway. A limited time promo code will be available at the end of the stream, so stick around until the end for all of that goodness as well. But again, let's back up to the ground rules here. There's one rule and one rule only. If this is your first time here, this might be news to you, but if you know...
I say it slightly different than he says it. Don't be a dick.
A jerk.
Oh, jerk.
That's it.
Yeah, one of those things.
Should be easy. Don't be a jerk.
Dick.
This is a game. It's supposed to be fun. Myself and every other person in this room, we're so fortunate. We get to live and work in fun. You guys are here because you love something, you're passionate about it. I understand that can result in anger and frustration. Totally valid, but this is not the space for that. Please be respectful of each other. We're all just here to have a good time, learn a little something, and get excited about the contest. All right, so if you choose to break our one and only rule, our very simple rule, it should be so easy to follow. You can just sit there and do nothing. You know what I mean?
Sure. True.
If you were to break that rule, which seems foolish because we're giving away free stuff and you might miss it, we do have our mods hanging out in the chat. Shout out to our mods, keeping us safe, keeping the chat flowing, keeping things entertaining and smooth here. We couldn't do without them. Thank you to all of you. We will be pulling some Q&A throughout the stream today, so if you guys have any questions, please tag @KabamTwitchED or @Kabam here on the Twitch stream. Again, we are live on the YouTube, but on the YouTube channel. Well, you kids in the YouTubes. We are live on the official MCOC YouTube channel, but all of our interaction is over here on Twitch, so I encourage you to hop over here and make a quick account. Takes 30 seconds or less, twitch.tv/Kabam. That's where we're going to be pulling questions. That's where I'm reading your comments here, and that's where we do typically all of our giveaways and things as well. So hop on over. It should take you no time at all. Again, if you have any questions throughout the show, please tag @KabamTwitchED or @Kabam. We'll pull some and try and answer some of your burning questions because you might have some. Today's going to be a bit of a shorter stream. We're usually like 60 to 90. We're going to be tighter to 60 today just to set expectations for you. But without further ado, please welcome back to the show, longtime guest, recurring guest, basically a co-host at this point. Please say hello to John.
Hey, John!
How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
The Oilers lost again last night. So.
This is going to be real niche. The crossover MCOC and hockey fans, it's there.
I saw a Florida fan in chat already. I have nothing against you, but man, it's tough. It's a rough time in Canada.
It's a tough time. This is the thing that we Canadians most will feel very passionately about. Most of you will not care. Shout out to GABEG.
I love their honesty.
Your time.
It's a mob.
But right now, they're struggling.
Yeah, I mean, they've won 4 games in a row at some point this year, I'm sure, but winning 4 in a row on demand seems pretty tough.
That seems tough.
I was actually going to try to go to Game 6. I'm glad I didn't get tickets now, because I have a flight to Edmonton with nothing to do, probably. Yeah, but yeah, hopefully they can pull it out.
Nice. Well, it's good to have you here, hanging and talking what's new and exciting in the contest.
What's up, Flame?
And spiffy as all heck.
Thank you.
They haven't told us yet.
Once upon a time, Aiden wore suspenders.
How's your eating going? It's going okay.
Because he looked too cool.
I didn't get as much in as I wanted to last night, as is traditional.
I was actually going to wear a t-shirt under this blazer today, but I forgot to do my laundry last night. So
that's all it was.
I decided to dress it up.
He's looking good, though. He's looking good.
T-shirts back here because we did like the mystery box opening and the 9 days of giveaways last year, which was really fun. But if you ever need a shirt, you let me know. But yeah, looking great. You also got a very cool community-created pin, which is rad.
Oh yeah, I don't know if they can see it all the way up there. Yes, it's the little egg-on pin from Cat Murdoch. I own a bunch of cats.
Nice. Shout out to Cat.
Full-size prints.
Whoa.
Fridge magnets that my kids use to play out Marvel battles on our refrigerator. So yeah, go support Kat on her Etsy store. It's fantastic stuff.
Yeah, lots of good stuff over there. Now, John,
Kat.
Into today's content, I know you've been here many times. I know many of you summoners are familiar with John and John's work, but if anyone's here for their first time, John, who are you and why should they care?
Hey everyone, if it is your first time, nice to meet you. I am John, aka Kabam Crashed, and I am a member of the design team. What do? I am part of the team responsible for stitching the game together, basically into a coherent whole for something.
And I think you do a great job. We brought you in, we brought you in many, many times, but I think to me one that stands out in terms of like what do people interact with that you can kind of put your name to a little bit more is like you brought in
You deserve that.
sagas for the first time. Again, you pass that information through us, but I know internally you've been very necessary to pull and thread all of the pieces together. So you do so much, but we talk sagas.
This random ass comment.
Well, so.
Yeah, thank you.
What's up, Soul Vibes?
Team effort.
Jolly Hawk, hello.
To pull things like sagas together. And it's a new concept for us, and honestly, the role that I'm in now is a new role as well. We haven't really had a team responsible for actually stitching the game together in the past. When the game was smaller, maybe it wasn't as important, but now that the game's so large, we decided we need people responsible for trying to, again, simplify and make it feel more coherent.
Yeah, simplify would be very good.
Integral was the word I was looking for, and I went with necessary, but integral was the right one. Okay, and I swear last question, we'll dive into today's content because we got some cool things to talk about. I missed an opportunity on the last stream. You were rocking the X-Men shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Did you finish X-Men 97? What were your thoughts?
I did. It was incredible. So I watched it with my 4-year-old. We went back and rewatched the entire series.
Yeah.
I discovered after about 5 minutes of the first episode that it was completely about genocide, which is a little bit of a topic for a 4-year-old. He found a lot of it quite scary.
I did.
But I think they really did the X-Men justice with the new series. It is absolutely phenomenal. They did an incredible job of so much, but the one thing that stood out to me is how they made all of the X-Men awesome.
Cyclops.
In the original series, Cyclops, for instance, he was kind of just like a pylon. Like he kind of stood there and shot his laser beam. And the new one, he's shooting himself around the room. He's landing from a flying airplane.
It's nuts.
So they did an awesome job of like him and Jubilee and some of the other characters.
Yeah.
They really did it justice.
Yeah, I felt like the creative team behind it just understood intimately X-Men, the characters, the stories, there was such a level of care and passion there, which was awesome.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil too much, but they really also leaned into that theme of persecution and being different, and I really, really appreciate it. So at the end of the day,
always one of the best things about X-Men.
That's true. But yeah, they did it all.
Maybe make them awesome in the game now.
I loved it a lot. Speaking of things that I love a lot, let's talk about Battlegrounds, John. We we brought you back because we've got some very
Turn on the
cool
volume?
things.
Well, I could do
changes that we're very, very
it
excited about.
separately.
Let's talk a little bit more about arcade games.
Sure. So before we get into specific changes that we're going to talk about today, this is basically part 2 of the presentation from last stream. The design goals again, because I think they're really critical to understanding the work that we're going to talk about today. Again, simplicity, the game has become too large for most of our players, and so we're trying to simplify. Approachability, this is the idea that more of our content and more of our modes should be for more players. And clarity, the idea that players should really understand what they're going to get out of playing our game. Why should they come into our game and play every day? Why should they play a specific game mode? Being more clear about that.
Yeah, let's spell it out for everyone, you know what I mean? Like, part of my job as a community manager is to communicate all of the pieces of our side quest, our events and things, and when those documents get longer and longer, it becomes more difficult for me, which means it's definitely more difficult for you all trying to understand and play and find that through line. So, that level of clarity that we're working towards and simplicity is just there. Let's spell it out for you. Let's make it as easy as possible, which is very exciting. But again, Battlegrounds specific changes. We talked a little bit about this during our rehearsal that like Battlegrounds, I think, has such a wide perspective in terms of who cares, because there's the people at the top, incredibly competitive. They're in there every day, every season grinding, which is so cool to see. And then you get people all the way on the other spectrum, on the other end of the spectrum, who go in there every 2 days to clear up their objectives and they roll on, right? So I think balancing for both is a big challenge, which I think you guys do really well. So I think that's kind of a little bit of the consideration and the changes that we're going to see here, right?
Absolutely. Again, these are the goals of mostly approachability for Battlegrounds. We want it to be a more fun environment for more players. We know that there is a group of summoners for whom Battlegrounds is the most important part of the game. It's the part of the game they love. It is my favorite mode. I have not been shy about saying that, but we know for a large group of summoners that isn't the case. So how can we make it more approachable for more players? That's where these changes are going.
I think it's great. And we also kind of talked about like, what was the game before we had Battlegrounds? You know what I mean? I feel like it changed the contest so substantially that everybody, in some capacity, interacts with it along the way. So these are changes that are going to be very positive to a lot of people. I feel like maybe we're scaring people with the amount of preamble that we're doing.
Just get into it.
It's going to be good stuff here. Let's go.
It's good. Yeah, it's all good. So just a couple things that I talked about last time. Just want to do a very quick refresher. The Saga Chase, the Magnetron crystals, those have been moved out of the victory track and into the bi-daily win 1 objective for Season 19. So this will only be Season 19, and there will be 1 crystal in each of those objectives. There are 14 total over the course of the season, 1 every 2 days. And you'll just have to win 1 Battlegrounds match every 2 days. As we said last time, these objectives do not stack. You do have to do it once every 2 days. But there are a few extra Magnetron crystals compared to what's needed to complete the event this saga. So if you miss 1 or 2, it's not the end of the world.
There you go. We like that a lot. And
there is
smoothies
a
generally.
Piece at
There's
the top of the
place for a
victory
milkshake,
track.
but you know,
we
did that. That's okay.
Most of the time.
And we did that with a past Deathless champion as well, Deathless Guillotine, but it's different this time, and I'm going to talk about why that's the case. So the victory track players got a
Flame. They should be today. They should be pretty soon here, a couple hours maybe.
Sorry, I'm a slideshow, everybody. That's on me.
All right. Players got a very quick preview of this in our patch notes, but basically the entire victory track is now win 2 medals for a win, lose 1 medal for a loss. So to accommodate this change, we've added medals, we've added tiers and rewards across the victory track and changed the way seeding works. Players will now seed down 8 tiers compared to 6 in the past. There's also a total of 9,400 more trophy tokens in the rewards to facilitate these extra tiers. Basically, by adding more tiers, what that does is it creates more floors for players. The tiers are a floor. Once you graduate from Silver 3 to Silver 2, you can't go back down even if you lose a bunch of games in a row. So basically, adding tiers makes it easier for summoners to climb. The end result of all of this, I'll talk about the details on the next slide. The end result of all of this, however, is that it's going to be faster for most summoners to climb the victory track, and it's going to be easier for most to climb as well. For some, it will be possible for the first time ever. So if you have a win rate of, let's say, 50%, in the past, you were technically able to climb. Your wins would cluster just due to luck, and you could eventually climb your way through some of the ranks. Now it's going to take I believe it's less than half the number of matches that you would expect to climb.
That sounds good.
Well, 50% win rate. If you have a 45% or 40% win rate that you maintain, you'll be able to climb now, which in the past you basically were not able to.
That's great.
And all the way up to, even if you have something like a 70, 80% win rate, you're going to start to climb faster. Yeah, so it's good for almost everyone. I believe technically if you have like a very, very high win rate, you might need to play a couple extra matches, but there's also an extra 9,400 trophy tokens. So
yeah, we kind of talked about how this does lengthen the chase for people right at the top. But those are also the people that are playing hundreds and hundreds of games. So realistically, that impact is not really going to be felt so substantially, if at all, because you're already putting in the same work. And the other people that you're chasing with, you're on the same ground as them, right?
Yeah.
There's not an unfair advantage anywhere along here. You're just basically spending some of the time that you would have spent in Gladiator Circuit, a little bit more of it in Victory Track, earning the extra rewards along the way.
But hardly any, it
If
sounds
you're
like.
someone who makes it to the Gladiator Circuit every season, like I just see this as free stuff, basically.
Yeah.
Extra free stuff.
Yeah, which is awesome. All right, if we can throw back to our slides here. Again, faster, easier, which is great. But
Me or Jax, I think they're both
to lay it out for everybody here.
Iced coffee.
Please put more units in Arena. No, we will not be doing that.
We've talked about this on streams before.
That is the last place that you will see more units. Okay, so here are the details. I apologize for the graphic. This is from my spreadsheet or from our designer spreadsheet.
This is what data looks like, everybody. This is raw. We did not dress this up for you. We decided, hey, let's bring them right in. Also, I forgot. I'm kidding. That's not actually part of it.
So before I get into this, I actually just want to tell a little bit of a story and say a thank you. So when we first released Battlegrounds, we built a simulator to simulate the climb through the Victory Track, to basically figure out what it would be like for players of different win rates to make their way through the Victory Track, how many matches they would have to play, etc. We published Battlegrounds, we released Battlegrounds, and DNA wrote his own model, DNA 3000. Most players will know him from the forums. And our models lined up perfectly, which was great.
That's what you want to hear?
A couple weeks ago, I shared our tuning for the new Victory Track with DNA, and he ran it through his model, and the models didn't line up anymore. And so that was a problem. And through talking with him, we discovered a flaw in the model. And so just a thank you to DNA. I expect that he will be making a forum post talking about exactly how many matches it's going to take now compared to in the past. But yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. So this is the new Victory Track tuning for Season 19. A couple things you'll notice. Again, there are more tiers and there are more medals. However, this is actually very, very approachable. So look at the ranks of Diamond, for instance. In the past, you needed 3 medals to get through Diamond.
Yeah.
Now you're earning 2 for a win. So 4 medals in Diamond 5 and Diamond 4, that's the equivalent to 2 medals before.
That's less.
That's less.
That's less. That's what I like to see.
It's even fewer.
Odd-numbered medals are actually very forgiving. So for Diamond 3 and Diamond 2, for instance, you now still have to win 3 matches, as you did in the past, but now you get a free loss.
It's true.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
Vibranium 1 at 7 medals is actually significantly less than the 5 that you used to have to win to get through a rank of Vibranium. So this is the tuning that we're going with for Season 19. I actually suspect that after we look at the data, this will be a little bit too going to end up adding a few more medals to Vibranium. But for now, we're going to roll with this. Again, there's that Deathless piece at the top of the Victory Track. We wanted to make it as accessible as possible, given where it was. So we're going to roll with this tuning and see how it goes.
Yeah, and I shared with you that I maybe hit Diamond once. I enjoy Battlegrounds, but I definitely hit my plateau, and I fully understand that. But you said with these changes that you're feeling pretty confident that I could maybe make my way through the end of the Victory Track.
I think players who were able to make it to Diamond in the past should be able to climb their way into the Gladiator Circuit during Season 19. I also will say that we are not going to add additional tiers to the Gladiator Circuit right now. What I want to do is let this run for a couple seasons, figure out how we want the Victory Track to be tuned in terms of the number of medals, and then let it run for a couple seasons and see how many players are making it to the Gladiator Circuit. And if it is, you know, many tens of thousands, we'll be adding something below Uru at some point. But we're not going to be doing that right now. We're gonna let it run for a couple seasons.
Okay,
So yeah,
sounds
I
good.
assume the Gladiator Circuit is just going to be
very full at the end of next season.
It's a juicy gladiator circuit. I wanted to pull in a question from chat here. Shout out to our mods for pulling them in. If you guys have any questions, at Kabam TwitchED or at Kabam in chat. Alpha Panda, great name, 333 says, how will the starting ranks work with the new changes? John, how does seeding work with these new?
Sure, so the new gladiator circuit seeding is Diamond 5. That's the highest that you can be seeded. And outside of that ceiling for seeding, you will now seed down 8 tiers.
Yeah, basically what Kerber said.
Now 8.
Okay, and that'll be effective as of when the season starts on Wednesday.
That's correct.
Very cool, very cool. Thank you for your question, Alpha Panda. Again, if you have questions for us, make sure you're over here at twitch.tv/Kabam. That is where we are pulling all of our Q&A from. Okay, so again, these changes, this chart, this beautiful, artistic, beautiful chart is positive. And again, I think this is why we wanted to make sure that we had this conversation. I saw some calls for when are we going to get the info for the next Battleground season. I want to make my rank ups. We wanted to sit down and talk to you all because if you don't have this context and you look at this and you just see, oh, now it's longer and it's more metal. I think so. It's easy for you guys to find frustration there. We just wanted to make sure we communicated it to you as clearly as possible. This is a great move for pretty much everybody. Again, the only people that this would lengthen their chase are the people with incredibly high win records who are likely going to be playing many games
people at the very top.
Cool.
Yeah, I believe the forum post will be live later today. Is that correct?
It is ready to go. I just have to flip it at some point in the future.
So players will learn about the Season 19 metas later today.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Okay, so
if you guys are hanging out here and you're looking for a promo code, please stick around to the end of the show. That is when we will be putting our limited time promo code. All right, moving on through here. We're done with the Battleground stuff. We're moving into something called the Daily Super Event.
Brand new, and this is a big initiative for us.
Okay,
so basically, the Daily Super Event, first time that we're announcing it publicly right now. What this is it is a new daily event that replaces a bunch of the mechanics in our game
this
that
should be really cool.
Regular play.
Yeah, like your 22-hour events, your 7 events, your 7-hour events. Sorry, your dailies, your weeklies, those types of things. Right?
Yeah, that's right. We'll have a slide in a couple here that goes through exactly what it is.
Yeah, this should be really good.
It will run as a test from June 24th to July 22nd for uncollected and above players. After that test, the plan is to take it down, turn all those other mechanics back on, take a look at the data. I think we're actually going to do a formal player survey as well to figure out if players like this. We'll look at the data to see if it resulted in more engagement. And then we'll decide if we want to move forward in this direction more permanently. I will say in advance, I know for sure there are going to be players who come to the forums and say, can we have both? Can we have all the old stuff and this new thing? You cannot. The purpose of this is, again, to simplify the game, and adding it on top of what's already there would do the
Basically,
opposite.
this means that you can do level up whenever you want and get points for it.
This or something like this, and the existing mechanics. If we do bring it back in a permanent fashion, I assume the
arena wins. You can do, you know what I mean? Like anything you can do, you can do it at any time,
direction,
and it'll be good to go. You get points for it. So you don't have to wait for level up. You don't have to wait for event quests. You don't have to, you know what I mean?
Mapping of rewards from all of these other things. It would result in this event giving out like hundreds of items, and we had no interest in that, again, because we wanted to simplify. Basically what we did was we took a look at all of those different mechanics that we're removing, what the value of them was, and then added value on top of that and tuned this event.
Yeah,
the one thing I'm a little concerned about
peek behind the curtain that for a lot of people, I think it kind of summarizes well or explains away some of the questions that we get. Everything that you have in game has an internal value attached to it. We have economists who come together and literally create the in-game economy, and they balance it and they maintain it. So when you see things like your side quest rewards, and you're like, well, that's not. There's a budget that guides that process, that creative process. So when we say that we are taking things and adding value, it's literally that process for us. So as we're about to discuss, you're not getting everything. It's not a one-to-one translation
not anytime soon, as far as I know.
But you are getting the same value by those metrics and then some. So that's kind of what we when we discuss value, that's kind of what we mean. So pulling in a couple of questions because we will address them soon, but just to get ahead of them here, Dragon5137 asks, is this a progression-based event? Yes, and we'll dive into that soon. I saw someone essentially say, unless I see the rewards, it's a pass from me. you're doing it by accident anyways. That's how your participation is.
Yeah,
you're not
basically.
going to.
It's a pass for me.
You're
It's
not
like,
going to be able to avoid this. you're going to get into
it's
it,
just
and,
your normal
it's going to be great
standard
for you in that way.
Absolutely. I do. We all understand on the game team that when it comes to something like this, the devil's in the details.
Yep.
The rewards will make or break it, and so we are going to share all of those rewards with you in a moment here.
Yeah. Okay. Let's pull in to our next page here. Why are we doing this?
Sounds good. So why are we doing this? Again, the goal is to simplify the game. And the concept here, the sort of the mantra for this project is, if I play every day, I will progress. So the way this event will work is it is basically set up so that the vast majority of stuff that you would do normally in the game will get you points towards it.
Yeah.
So you can come into the game.
I think there'll be points
you can
now
play
for
it
doing like
however you want.
battlegrounds
Every
and
day
stuff?
we're not being prescriptive. Like the 22-hour solo events are currently quite prescriptive. It's like you have to play arena or you have to play the event quest. With this event, you get points for playing almost everywhere. You also do still get points for leveling up champions. We're going to keep an eye on that. If players shortcut the event every single day by just using level up, we'll have to make the points worth less when we bring it back permanently, but you do get points for leveling up champions as well. So the idea is come into the game. The way that it's tuned is basically if you play for roughly half an hour, almost anywhere, you will complete the event every day. So this is basically, again, aligns closely with the design goals I talked about. And it's really a trend in mobile games right now to move more of the game's reward budget into sort of these baseline engagement mechanics and away from complex modes. And so this is a movement in that direction. If we decide to move more permanently in that direction, I would intend to move even more of our reward budget into this event. And this is, just due to the fact that it's a challenging world right now with the way the economy is going. People are working more. People also just have less cognitive space to give to games. And
I'm so tired.
Yeah.
I'm so tired, John.
And so we really just want to make things simpler for players.
Sounds sort of like the Sigil Weekly event. Yeah, so I think it should be where you can do any kind of thing.
Another
to do
thing
that.
that's, I think, really important and
But
really
we'll still
big, not
should
just
get
for
all
the game
the,
team, but for players, is that if we
the
consolidate
25
all these
units a
different
day
mechanics
and
into one,
the
it's gonna be
revive and that kind of
way
stuff should
easier
be
for us to
all
keep
there
this
still.
stuff up to date.
Oh, so disruptive. I'm so sorry.
Jackson's just pouring water on his computer. Don't worry.
I needed it.
Yeah, it's going to be way easier to keep the stuff up to date. So, some of these mechanics were out of date when I joined the game team 2.5 years ago, haven't been updated since, because there's always something more important to work on than some of this stuff. But if we were to move forward with something like this more permanently, I would expect that we would be able to update it at least a couple times a year. So it would be much more up to date for players.
Okay,
Yeah, in
sounds
terms
good.
of keeping things up to date, when we pull, we'll show you guys the list in a moment here of all the things that we're going to be pulling together into one. To update each of those individually and considering this value in the budget and the economy and those types of things of our game, that becomes so challenging to balance, right? Whereas pulling everything into one makes it a lot easier for you guys to update things overall, which I think is cool. I think another really fun thing about this daily super event is kind of, you alluded to it in that you're being rewarded just for playing and engaging however you want to. I have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Fortnite, but one of the things that does incredibly well, it rewards you for doing everything. It's like, hey, you ran 1,000 steps, congratulations. And I'm like, did I really accomplish anything? But cool, thank you for rewarding me for the things I'm already doing. So that's kind of not intentionally, I'm just drawing that parallel. That was not designed, that was not in the case study, I imagine. But I do like that we're just saying, hey, show up, come and hang out with us, play the game that you enjoy, however you want to play it, and here's some more rewards for you guys. So I think that's awesome. Perfect. Let's take a look at everything that's going to change here. Let's pull in a question here from D. McKay, 86. Will this new daily super event get rid of the units and revives in the 22-hour event? Again, also a question here from IV Havoc VI. Will this event help players get revive potions? I really want to tackle heavier content like the Necropolis. Let's discuss a little bit here what we're pulling away and what the rewards are going to look like.
Absolutely. So I will answer both those questions in detail starting on the next slide. But first, we're going to talk about the things that are going away. So the 22-hour solo event, both the milestones and rank rewards, the 7-hour solo events, both the milestones and rank rewards, the 24-hour logging crystal. There will still be a logging crystal daily in the web store for you to collect, but the one in game will be going away. The 4-hour logging crystal.
That is not cool. Wait a minute.
The 4-hour logging crystal, as it currently exists, will be going away, but we have added 4-hour logging crystals to the rewards. We'll talk about that in a second.
Yeah, I knew they were going to have the still 4-hour ones because people like to stack those. I didn't know the daily crystal was going away except in the web store. That I don't like.
All of these things will come down. We will run the test for 4 weeks.
Before you go, if I can interrupt you here, because I see people going on, You're not listening. These are going away, but the rewards are getting easier for you to acquire. You just basically have to show up and play, and you will get all of the rewards that
but I
would
want
be
the daily
equivalent
crystal because I
of
can
the
just
rewards
log in
that would
and
be in
click
these
it without
events.
doing anything.
Easier, simpler. It's going to be a lot easier for you.
What's up, Larson?
I know change can be challenging. I understand change can be scary, but we're not just taking it away and they're not just gone, okay? When we said it on the previous slide, I need you guys stay with us here because we're going to show you all of the rewards and they are better.
So I understand this is a very big change. It is a scary change probably for a lot of players. That is why it's not permanent to start. That is why we're running it as a test to begin with. If it goes very poorly, then probably we'll come up with a different idea to try to simplify this stuff. But I personally am very excited for it. So again, the devil's in the details. Let's talk about the rewards.
All right. So we're going to start all the way at uncollected. We're going to move up one at a time here. This is how this is structured. You are getting everything from each of these milestone tiers, and the last one in milestones 2 and 3 are selectors. John, walk us through the decision-making process and what stands out to you here.
Sure. So let's talk generally about sort of the rewards that are structured the same for all the different progressions. Normally we start at the top and work our way down with rewards. We're going to start with uncollected this time and work our way up.
Sorry, the way we just 180'd everybody. I told you to listen. I told you to trust us, and I appreciate you because it went from no, oh my God, to yes, woo, this is better.
Yeah. Okay, so first up, 4-hour login crystals. You will see they still exist. They now are in this event instead of on a login timer. We know players value being able to hold on to those until they want to use them.
Okay, that I knew they were still doing, which is good.
The units. There were 25 units every roughly 23 hours in the 22-hour solo event. Technically, the daily login crystals can also drop units, but it's very, very rare. So there were somewhere between like 26 and 27 units on average available in this stuff every day. Now there's 30. We rounded it up to 30, so there's a few more every day. And
okay,
again,
that's
instead
good.
of having to go play Arena when you don't want to, or play the event quest when you don't want to for the 22-hour solo event, you can just come and play however you want, and you're going to collect these units every day.
That's a good thing.
There is the Revive and the Health Potion are still here from the 22-hour solo event. You'll notice that it's a level 2 Revive for all progressions now. I believe the 22-hour solo event was still a level 1 Revive for some of the lower progressions. Uncollected is going to get a guaranteed 1,000 6-star shards a day. So if you're an uncollected player, this is a 6-star champion every 10 days just for coming to the game and playing.
I did see the question, is this every day? Yes, this is every day between June 24th to July 22nd. There's a lot of very cool stuff here. Again,
Okay, that sounds good.
Excuse me. There are 7-star shards up for grabs for uncollected people. I think you kind of explained it well, and maybe you can kind of circle back because you explained it to me in a way that I went, oh, but there's like horizontal progression versus more vertical progression. Can you kind of touch on that for our people?
That's right. So for all of the different progressions of this event, in the second milestone, there is a selector that we are basically considering a horizontal progression selector. This is stuff that you probably just need more of to broaden out your roster. For uncollected, it's like 6 tier 4 basics in a day, or 6 tier 4 shadows in a day.
It's nuts.
It should be a massive boost to horizontal progression at these lower progressions. And then in the third milestone, there is a selector that we're considering more of a vertical progression selector. For uncollected, your choice between a small amount of guaranteed 7-star shards. This will be the only real regular source for 7-star shards for most uncollected players.
Yeah, because you don't need that money. You'll get up there. You'll catch up.
I mean, even still, if you just come and play every game, you're going to start working on your 7-star collection.
It's awesome.
Or
it's
some
so
6-star
cool.
signature stones, or part
selectors
of
are pretty much always good. I agree.
I'm pretty sure when we gave away the first ever 7-star champion, I'm pretty sure they were uncollected, which was awesome.
It was Terrax, right?
Yeah.
That's great. So that's uncollected. You'll see as we move on to Cavalier here. The basic structure of the event is exactly the same. You have the 4-hour login crystals, you have the consumables, you have the units, you have an increasing number of 6-star shards, and then you have your horizontal progression selector in milestone number 2. You have your vertical progression selector in milestone number 3. Again, 200 7-star shards a day for Cavalier players if they choose to select it. I suspect they will. We know basically whenever we offer choices like this, players generally prefer champion shards to everything else.
Every time.
Because opening crystals and collecting champions is really fun.
It is. It's the most fun.
Just more of the same. Again, more 6-star shards here. pretty substantial additional value for Cavalier players.
All right, I think that's great. Again, Cavalier, we're seeing people being like, whoa, that's just uncollected. Whoa, that's just Cavalier. Let's keep it rolling here into Thronebreaker.
Absolutely. So Thronebreaker, again, structure is exactly the same. Thronebreaker players are getting 2,000 6-star shards a day. So one new 6-star every 5 days, just for logging in and playing the game.
That's pretty big, man. That's pretty good.
If they choose to pick it from the vertical progression selector, that is more than a 6-star
just stop being calm, I need rage.
With a charge.
The only thing I didn't know about was the daily crystal thing going away.
Tier 6 basic
that I don't like,
horizontal
but
progression selector.
This is way better in general.
So. You get 2 tier 5 basics a day if you want. Pretty solid value for Thronebreaker.
And you can pick each day which one you want to. So if like one day you want
concerns about revives and potions and units, and they're all here. Like you said, units are actually increased in what you can get. Kind of on a day-to-day thing. There's some strange math around a 22-hour event, technically being more than one a day, but you're getting 5 more per day from this anyways, so that's great. Question here from Heron777, will the 4-hour crystals that we have saved, will they be removed?
They will not be.
They will not.
Everything that you currently have saved will stay. It's just the mechanics for acquiring them will change.
Yeah. None of this is meant to take anything away from you guys. I want that to be very, very clear. And maybe saying things that will be removed was maybe we could have feathered that a little bit more. But none of this is to take things away from you guys. This is to shift things to make it much easier and much more clear and rewarding for you. So I'm excited for you guys to get this. Let's keep it going here. Paragon.
I see questions in the chat. That is not tier 7 basic. It's more tier 6 basic. Some of the selectors ended up a little bit weird. Again, it's only a 4-week test. They will be changed up if we do launch something permanently. So things with Paragon, one thing major that changes, they now get guaranteed 7-star shards in the third milestone, 375 a day, which again is a decent chunk. And then they start to see tier 6 class catalysts in their vertical progression selector, and they have a choice between a small amount of Titan shards every day or a large helping of generic 6-star signature stones.
I know. This looks really great. And again, myself as a Paragon, I think you guys are achieving the goals that you're setting out to right now. In terms of clarity, instead of me going in and having to do like complex scheduling and being aware of which 22-hour events rolling in and catering my behavior to the game, this is so much easier for me to just show up and be like, oh, okay, I'm just going to play and roll through, and we're going to do this. So I'm really excited for it. We'll get to Valorant in just a second. A question here from Toxic X Risk over on twitch.tv/Kabam, where you can also be asking questions. Asks, when do these updates drop in game? This is going to be June 24th through July 22nd. John keeps iterating and saying, mentioning and saying that, this is a test. And I think we've seen some commentary in the last little while here about Kabam's doing tests on us.
I don't think the 4th, but we'll see.
That's just the nature of data, and if we don't like the term test, maybe we can find something else for you guys. But realistically, that's what we do. We put out changes, we examine the data, we consider and weigh the sentiment, we see how people are reacting, what they feel about it, and then we make changes. That's just the nature of game dev in a live service game.
Makes perfect sense.
Valiant.
Banking for sure. Yeah, yes. I would think by then.
So Valiant players, you'll see they get a larger helping of 7-star shards. So this is, if you do the math, this is a 7-star every 20 days. Just by logging in and playing the game how you want. A bunch more stuff in that horizontal progression selector. And then when it comes to the milestone 3 selector, there's a larger amount of Titan shards, some tier 4 alpha, or I suspect this will be the choice for most players. There is one class 7-star signature stone every day. If you choose that.
Yeah,
interesting.
It's the only regular source of this stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. 7-star 6 stones are not very common. They're not very frequent that we see them. I think was the first time when we did the Ex Magica 7-star 6 stones. Was that our first? Sig stone availability, so like it's new. There's not a lot of them, and we're going to be giving away one a day. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty great. I think some players will probably take the Titan shards as well, because this, again, you multiply all these things by 30, and you're going to see that over the course of a month.
And you get to choose. It's a selector, so it makes sense.
I personally will probably be taking the 6 stones, but I think there's a argument to be made for either of the other things in that selector as well.
Yeah, no, I think that is that's awesome. I believe that's our last slide on the daily super event. Again, everyone get excited for this June 24th through July 22nd. Again, that's why we took the time to do a second stream as this is more timely. This is on approach here in the next couple of weeks, something that we think you're going to be very excited for. We just had so much coming this month. We talk on occasion, John, about the ebbs and flows of the contest and how things can't just be pedal to the metal, foot on the floor 100% of the time, or that becomes the new norm and there's no levels of peaks of excitement. I don't think that our game ever gets boring, which is super fortunate, but I think this is a very, very exciting thing for people to get their hands on coming up here as well. Is there anything else that you want to add about the super event?
I don't think so. I see the question in chat is removing the daily crystals only for uncollected and above or for everyone. So all of these changes are only for uncollected and above.
Yes. Yes.
To start with.
To start with.
Probably if we move forward with the system like this permanently, we will explore expanding it to the lower progressions as well. But for now, it's uncollected and above.
Right. So I see people already, Meg Stwe. If your name's just a collection of letters, I'm just going to start spelling it because this is getting tough for me. But it says, make this permanent, please, which is great. A massive W here from Evan L09. Again, I like that people are very quickly turning around on this. But again, consider it the same way that, like, if you guys were concerned about it, we would say, hey, wait, get your hands on it. Make sure, you know, we think you're going to like it. It's the same on this side. Like, let's not jump to conclusions. This is something that we're doing as a one-time thing for now. We're going to collect data, and we're going to be paying attention to the feedback from you guys. So I think what happens so often is we hear a ton from people that are frustrated or don't like something. If you like this change, please let us know. Find us in our forums, find us in our Discord, discord.gg/MarvelChampions. Come to our spaces, go to Twitter, go say hey to Jorge, our social media manager on Instagram, any of those spaces, and tell us that you enjoy this, because we need to weigh the positive and the negative. Yes, we use data, but our job is to also weigh the sentiment. What are you guys saying? What are these conversations? How are you feeling about things? We want to know, and it's great. We're very grateful that we have this feedback loop of if something's frustrating you, we're here to discuss it in some capacities. We're listening. We're always paying attention, even if it doesn't seem like we are. We talked a little bit on the last stream about how as we're in a bit of a transitional phase, things might be a little bit slow in terms of just one-to-one communication, but we're always paying attention to these things. So please, if you like this stuff, when you play it, tell us about it. We love that feedback, and I love to be able to take it and go to the game team and yell at everybody like, woo! Yeah. They love your work. So please let us know.
Yeah, so I'm seeing a bunch of questions in chat about how long it's going to take to complete this event every day. As I think I said earlier, the way that it is tuned is to take roughly half an hour of playing the game. So the way that it worked was we looked at the data for how many fights players were completing in different game modes in half an hour. Yeah. And we tuned it so that the points that you get from fights in various game modes is aligned with that. So it's going to take roughly half an hour. I believe it's like you win 2 Battlegrounds matches and you get all the milestones. It's going to be obviously a lot more arena fights than 2.
Yeah, look at that. So, but that's the thing is before, we didn't get any points for doing Battlegrounds for like hero use. You could do hero use. You play Battlegrounds for hours and get no points for hero use.
I think this is going to be awesome. I think this is a big win for everybody. I'm very, very excited. I think the end of June is going to be a very exciting time in the contest. So make sure that you guys are hanging out there. Every day, I know we already have the summer double track event, the flat pass, all of that's a very exciting thing as people are starting to chase Beta Ray Bill. Shout out to the Space Horse. I think it's a great time to hop into the contest here. So that's not all. Again, we're going to transition here into a new topic. If you are here and waiting for the promo code, thank you very much for hanging. We will be showing it off at the end of this. At the end of the show here, we've got one more topic to discuss, so hang out for that. It is a limited time promo code, so please sit tight for that. If you're watching anywhere else, we encourage you to come and hang out on twitch.tv/Kabam. That's where we're doing our engagement, where we're reading the chat, where we're taking our questions, and where we'll be doing giveaways in the future as we have in the past. So we are going to move on to something new. This is this is important. This is important, and this is the something new. I don't know why I sounded like it wasn't. As of Friday, June the 21st, we are doing another supply drop, which is our more fancy version of the login calendar, right? A lot more pretty, a lot more involved, a lot more, I just think it's awesome. It's a cool change that we've made in the last year. So again, Friday, June 21st to Friday, June 28th, just for logging in, we've got some awesome stuff for you, all right? And this is the first time you're gonna see this, and the rest of this stuff. This is all brand new information. So here is a look at your push further supply drop. So Paragons and Valiant are getting one run here, and Conquerors through Thronebreaker are getting a separate
I'll
one.
take it.
There is some big stuff on the line just for showing up for this week. The
Nice.
end of June is going to be very.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to feel flush with wealth. There's a lot going on here. John, what stands out to you on
What's up,
these lines here?
Yeah, I mean, for just logging into the game every day for 7 days, obviously there's a lot of really good stuff here. Full 7-star at the end for Paragon and Valiant players. Full Ascension, full Tier 6 class catalyst, some new fancy Valiant crystals. And then for Conqueror to Thronebreaker players, guaranteed 6-star at the end, full Tier 5 class catalyst selector, a bunch of Tier 2 alpha, Tier 5 basics. So between this and the daily super event, as you said, the starting with the last week of this month, things are going to get very spicy leading into July.
Yeah, I think this is going to be
Wish I was Paragon.
awesome. Again,
Well,
just for
Starman,
coming
some of
to
this stuff
hang
will help
out.
you be
and correct me if I'm
Paragon
wrong,
sooner.
John. Maybe you're not even the person who has the answer to this. But previously with a login calendar, if you miss a day, some of them reset. But I believe that each day on the supply drop, you get that day. So if you miss 4, those rewards are gone, but you're getting day 5. Is that correct?
That is how the supply drop works, I believe.
All right, great. I think that's a little bit less friction for people to get in there and grab what they want. And realistically, like you said, people are busy. It gets difficult for people to show up every day. I understand that, sure. Now you can kind of pick and choose if you really needed to prioritize that amount of time.
The supply drop is not every week. This is just a special thing.
Yeah, this is a 7-day supply drop. Again, let's go back to the dates because this is going to be important here. June 21st to June 28th is going to be the supply drop. This is not running the same amount of time as the super event. These are 2 separate things that do overlap for a few days. So again, 2 separate dates. 24th is the start of the daily super event, and the 21st through the 28th is the push further supply drop. So again, one more look at these. This is awesome. I think back to myself,
the 4th, they're gonna
because
sell
I've
a
only
lot of
been a
stuff.
Paragon for a little while, but
we
I think
always
back
know
to
that.
my Thronebreaker time. If I'm Thronebreaker, that is still very enticing. Those are still very cool rewards that I'd be very excited to have. And then anyone below Thronebreaker gets the same stuff is awesome. We've talked about this concept in the past that a strong summoner celebrates other people's opportunities to grow. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And instead of saying, oh, well, Thronebreaker gets the same stuff as Conqueror, no. Conqueror gets the same stuff as Thronebreaker, and those lower level people can maybe accelerate and catch up and hang out with the rest of the people who've been playing this game for years. So I think that's awesome. Okay, moving along calendar-wise. Oh, I did put it in twice. So I set it up for success, and then I went backwards on it. Go me. Go past me. So we got something new for you guys here. This is the Sinister Sentinel Sideshow. I'm going to talk to whoever named that one, because they knew. They knew. Maybe this is main character syndrome, but they knew I'd have to say it out loud. And I don't want to point fingers here, but maybe they did it on purpose. So the Sinister Sentinel Sideshow is something coming at the end of the month. John, do you want to dive into it with a bit of an overview here?
Sure. So this is our summer sale, our big summer sale that we're going to be getting into the final day of that supply drop login calendar. So there's a reason that we're leading into this. And yeah, it's going to be a big deal. So I have been on this stream a lot. When we launched Acropolis, I came on and I talked about how we sort of intentionally planned the game's economy and how we had planned for an Acropolis to be the star of the show. And so, you know, Cyber Week was deliberately tuned that way. The banquet event was deliberately tuned that way, and the spring sale was deliberately tuned that way to continue to place the focus on Acropolis for, it was 7 or 8 months. Now we're sort of coming out of that period, and so the balance of rewards in the game will start to shift a little bit back towards offers. I'm not saying that it's shifting all the way to offers, certainly, but we're moving back a little bit, and so this Sinister Sentinel Sideshow.
Isn't that fun?
It's a blast. It will be the highest value sale since last year's July 4th. And by that I mean summoners will get
some
the
people
most
are going to hate that for sure.
What they're willing to spend.
Yeah, again, we talked about it last stream. We talk about it frequently that myself as a community manager, it's not my responsibility to come in and tell you guys to go and buy a bunch of stuff. I just want you guys to play the game. We're giving you a brief overview. We're not going to dive deep into this by any means, but we just want to make you aware of what's coming, what to expect, and how to get involved if you would really like to.
Absolutely. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the format here. So the format is very, very similar to last year for most progressions. From proven to uncollected, they're going to see a new
units,
concept sale format in the cash offers. Basically, they're going to see tailored offers to each progression designed to help them push to the next progression. So that's a new sort of concept that we're running. We'll see how it goes. Last year, we did have the web store, but we didn't have the ability to share limits between the game and the web store. And so you were able to buy 4 of most of the cash offers in the game and 1 in the web store for a limit of 5. The intent was always to move back to a limit of 4 for all of these major sales once we got the technology to share those limits. So now with shared limits, it will be limit 4 for most offers. So that's a change from last year, down 1.
I don't think that's a problem at all.
And then the tier 4 offer this year will be different than the tier 8 offer. And by that I mean you're able to spend units through those flash offers twice. And the final offer in that ladder will be different the first time through compared to the second time through. In terms of free stuff, there's a free copy of up to 6-star Mr. Sinister. Depending on your progression in the web store, he has recently been buffed, and he is absolutely cracked.
People seem really excited about that. So just show up to the web store. That's how during this time.
I see someone in chat saying he's so mid. He is not. You tell me you don't play Mr. Sinister without telling me you don't play Mr. Sinister.
He got a buff. People are excited. Get on board.
He's Yak now. So free 6-star copy. 7-star doesn't exist yet. But yeah,
John having to deal with mid is like too much. Oh my god.
And then finally, like last year, there is a solo event attached to the larger event. That's basically just going to track unit spend, and if you make your way to the top of that solo event, as players have already speculated and figured out, there is a free, well not free, but guaranteed 7-star Wolverine Weapon X at the top of those offers.
So that's a first-time appearance for Weapon X, which I think is very, very awesome.
He has aged fantastically, by the way.
He's still a menace.
And he's having a little bit of a resurgence as an attacker as well. So yeah, I'm quite excited for this.
I have a 5-star one that I got a couple years ago that I've ascended and stuff. And even a 5-star ascended one still clutches me a couple matches here and there every season in Battlegrounds. The Attack Man, which I hope is a lacrosse reference, but I doubt it is, says, does this replace July 4th offers? July 4th is a concept in that I don't know the last time we've named something the July 4th sale. This is the equivalent of that this year.
Yeah. So I call it the summer sale.
The summer sale, right? Yeah. Again, also super Americana. We're a Canadian company. There's a lot of stars and stripes here.
I've always wondered about that. But yeah.
So the overall concept of this event is themed around sort of a carnival. You know, arcades, Murder World carnivals, and so I believe this represents sort of the inside of a circus tent.
Okay, and there's only circuses in America.
Sure.
All right, that brings us to the end of our slideshow there. Again, a lot for people to be excited about. I hope that you guys are. Again, after the last stream and all of the changes for this saga, I think there's a lot to be pumped about. And then... you know, again, today we've now discussed changes to the Battlegrounds structures. It is also worth mentioning that we are continuing to tinker with matchmaking. That's all we'll say, because we can't say more for you guys, because as soon as we do, everybody tries to exploit it. That's the basic truth of it, is as soon as we tell you all how matchmaking works, everyone tries to manipulate it. But it is worth, you know, continuing the conversation that we are continuing to pay attention and continuing to reiterate and make changes and try to find a happier medium for everybody. So I am very much looking forward to everybody getting into Battlegrounds for Season 19 next week on Wednesday. We've got the super event starting on the 24th. We've got the Sinister Sentinel sideshow at the end of the month. That begins on June 28th. So get excited for all of these things. All right, we are going to give away a promo code in just a moment. Before we do, we're going to play a little bit of games. We're going to play a game with everybody. We're going to play a game. Okay. Yeah. We've got a little bit of time here, and then we'll give away our promo code here. I have challenged John to a game of MCOC 20 questions. I will be completely honest in saying that this is an idea borrowed from one of my favorite podcasts from IGN called Game Scoop. They do video game 20 questions. It's very impressive. And I said, hey, we've got impressive people too. What do we know more than anything? We know champions. So, summoners hanging out in chat, I want you all to play along. John will be your champion, so to speak. I have selected a champion from our game. John has 20 questions, yes or no questions only, to narrow down and guess. We do play do or die. If you get it wrong, you lose.
Sounds good.
And the stakes are high because if John doesn't get it right, no promo code, it's canceled.
Oh, no.
That's a joke because could you imagine?
Can you imagine?
Could you imagine? So again, for a little bit of guidance here, 20 questions, yes or no, 19 questions and a guess. 20th, if we get that far, is going to need to be the guess. I think the longest we've run is 14 or 15.
Okay.
I think the fact that there's only 270 something answers is definitely going to work in your favor here. Again, I'll leave it to you how we plan to go, how you strategize. If you need some advice or help, I can lend it to you. But we do have a ton of very, very knowledgeable, very invested summoners. So please help John out. If you've got questions that you think can narrow it down, remember yes or no questions
so much
only.
More uncertain words,
and we can start questioning whenever you are ready.
Sounds good. This is my first time playing a game on stream,
It's
despite the fact I've been
exciting.
here a lot. Okay, so first question, I think it's an obvious one, and I've seen past guests play this game, and I think they have the strategy wrong for this.
Oh, you've got notes.
So, is this champion a skill, science, or mystic champion?
I like what you're doing here. I like what you're doing. Skill, science, or mystic? Yes.
Okay. Is it a science champion?
Is it a science champion? Yes. You got there
right.
quick.
So
you got class in two questions.
The most it can take is 3.
Exactly.
If
See,
you,
I
if
knew
you do it this
John's
way. Yeah.
smart, you guys. Anytime we
Yes.
bring John on, he shares knowledge. He shows off his knowledge. This is it.
You got to ask about 2 classes or 3. Both of them require at most three guesses. Okay. So next, is this champion available as a 7-star?
I think no. I think no.
Okay.
Come on,
I'm
Jax, you
just
gotta
looking at
look.
the champ description page, so I have pulled this champion up in a different rarity. I think no, but if you want me to double check,
Yeah, double
you'll have
check.
to close your eyes and I can get on my laptop. I'm pulling from the information page.
Okay.
I'll tell you this, not on my 7-star roster.
Okay.
I only have 8.
I'm going to assume the answer is no, and then if it's yes, it's just your fault for that I don't get it right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Someone asking, Shiganas, how does Jax not know? I only have 8 7-stars, everybody. I'm a young Paragon account. I'm catching up. We're learning together. I'm growing. It takes some time. And 7-stars are not that prevalent in my day-to-day gaming experience.
Yeah, but you can go to unowned on your.
Has this champion been featured in any MCU movies?
Yes. MCU movies. Yep. Yep. I like that. I like that line of thinking. I like that approach to it. Also, you can always.
Is this champion a villain?
No.
They would have the villain tag specifically.
Oh, then definitely no.
Definitely no.
I was getting into deep philosophical. That's 5 questions. Also, keep in mind you can always phone a Finton. He's over there. Finton's
Yeah,
always
sounds good.
very helpful.
Chat. Giving me specific champions is not.
Remember, guys.
it's not helping here. I need
Questions.
I need questions.
Who's been in the
questions.
MCU?
Finton, you got anything?
Do they have a cape or anything?
Do you want to use Finton's question?
Yeah, let's go with that. Do they have a cape?
Does this champion have a cape? They do not.
Okay.
Beardo?
Does this champion? Is this champion
Or Rolk,
large
could
or
be.
extra large in size?
Okay, good
Yes.
one. Okay, so
Okay.
we're gonna go Rolk then, I think.
Yes.
So who do we have? That would be that. We have
I think it's just Rolk.
Gladiator
Yeah.
Hulk. We have Immortal Hulk. We
No,
have-
Immortal Hulk is not in the MCU.
No, see,
It's gotta
Overseer
be,
is
well,
available.
A-Bomb. No, he said not a villain, so
Ibom's
not a villain.
I think.
Yeah.
A lot of just champ
off the
suggestions
line.
in chat. We appreciate it. Questions, definitely. We can narrow it down because remember
it's gotta
again,
be-
if John
it's gotta
just
be
takes
Rolk.
one of your suggestions and guesses and gets it wrong, game over. No promo code. That's a joke. But questions. Help him narrow it down.
Does this champion have a helmet?
Does this champion have a helmet? I like where you're going with this. Yes, they do.
Yeah, it's Rook. It's Rook.
Okay, so that should
Rook hasn't been in the MCU yet. Yeah, he was. That's where
be
he's
a good
from.
idea here.
Does it have a helmet? That's a great
He's
question.
in Thor Ragnarok.
We've got a question you can see on the monitor to the right
That's who he
there from
fights.
one
That's
of
his
our
friend
mods.
from work.
If you'd like to borrow it,
Sounds
it's up to
good.
you.
Oh,
gonna
Gold.
ask
Sorry.
is
Yeah,
this
yeah. Sorry.
champion
Sorry. You're
green?
right. My bad.
Is this champion green? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Chad.
Gold,
Is there
sorry.
anyone besides Gladiator Hulk that meets these things?
Nah, it's gotta be Gladiator Hulk. It's gotta be 100%. Lock it in.
There's a
Final
lot
answer.
happening. You guys are blowing up the chat, and we appreciate you. Again, if you're here, you're trying to play
All
along
right,
with
I'm
us,
gonna trust- I'm gonna
twitch.tv/Kabam.
trust Chad. Is it Gladiator Hulk?
Is it Gladiator Hulk?
Well, what's that? It's Gladiator Hulk is his name, right?
Is it
Yeah. Well, that's what everyone calls him, anyways.
right?
Hulk Ragnarok.
Locking it in?
Locking it in.
Is it Hulk Ragnarok? Yes.
Yeah.
In 10 questions.
Let's go.
John and Summoners,
Thanks, Kat.
congratulations, everybody. That was a big team effort here. Congratulations, everybody. Congratulations, John.
Thank you.
I think
he is not available as a 7-star.
That's what I thought.
Correct.
That is what I thought. The reason it
knows.
gave me
That's good.
pause was we went to the arcade Saga's badging,
Yeah.
and I know he was on that one, and we have a very similar asset for our Titan pool
Yes,
rotations,
yes,
and I was
yes,
like,
yes.
which one, the honeycomb,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Which one is he a
I
part
believe
of?
all of the Hulks except him and Immortal Hulk are currently 7 stars. I believe,
Cool.
But he is.
No,
That's
no
awesome.
Rook too.
I remember 7-star OG Hulk got a little bit of spotlight during Battle Realm Brawl last year, which was cool. Seeing people play at the top level is just always exciting.
Yeah,
Super rad.
he has been one of our very successful reworks. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Thanks to Kabam John for that one.
Woo! All right, everybody, we are going to open things up. We are going to give you a promo code in just 1 second here. A reminder, there's a chance that we overload the servers for our web store. If that happens, please be patient. Try and log in again later in time.
Get
If
your
you
web
have any
store ready.
issues with your account, please contact Xsola support. We know we're aware of issues where people
Yeah, Red Hulk is,
change
but
their
he'd
email
be a
with
villain,
their
so,
Kabam ID, but not their Xsola connecting account. So that's something we're aware of that needs to be handled through Xsola as well. We're going to throw this code up on screen right now, James, whenever you're ready. Please go to, sorry, not at the Discord there. You're going to go to store.playcontestofchampions.com.
June 14 live stream.
And you're going to type in June 14 live stream. Again, store.playcontestofchampions.com. If we can get that URL tagged in to pinned in our chat as well. I know the code is there, but again, just so everybody knows, store.playcontestofchampions.com. You can also join us over in our Discord spaces. We were there at discord.gg/Marvel Champions. Do not put it into our chat here because that's not how it works. Store.playcontestofchampions.com. Log in and put in June 14 live stream. We've crashed the website. To be expected. Please take your time. This will be
crashed.
available for 24 hours. Share it with your friends. Please be
all right.
patient with the
24 hours, that's
website.
fine.
It tends
That's
to
fine.
break things. I understand.
The code is case sensitive, I believe.
It is, but then it's also not. Our team circled
is it
back.
not? Okay.
It was when we talked about it, but the team circled back and they were like, "Hey, let's remove this potential friction point for people." Again, June 14 live stream. Do not include the brackets or the quotation marks. I understand. Guys, I need you to listen right now. I keep seeing people saying incorrect code. Make sure that make sure you're typing it in correctly. Do not include the quotation marks. But
that's
also,
sad.
the system's overloaded, so if it throws up error messages, what do? We come back later. I understand. We've broken it. It happens. We'll do it. It's 24 hours. You've got plenty of time. Be patient. Come back. It's free stuff. there's Legends crystals in there and a champion giveaway, which is cool. I know some people have reported being able to collect it, so it's working. We'll just make sure. Please follow up in the Discord, discord.gg/Marvel Champions. That's our community space where we do a lot of our communications there as well. So
It worked. Worked, apparently.
If we have any updates on this sort of stuff, we will send you that information there. John, thank you so much for joining us on the show. Always a pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
As the person who is now the record holder for most guesting, you can take anything off of the shelves. One
Awesome.
thing.
Incredible.
One thing. You pick it.
That is an amazing
There you
prize.
go.
Yeah.
There you go. Except the Spider-Punk comic, that one's mine.
Okay, sounds good.
But anything else you want, maybe. I don't know. None of it's actually mine to give away. But
I'm taking the egg on mask for sure.
that's a good one, actually. I've tried to put it on. It's too small. July 5th, we will be returning with our next official live stream. We'll be talking about July's content, potentially some of the narrative stuff for the latter half of the year, and some other goodies that we have yet to lock down. So please come on back. Twitch.tv/Kabam is going to be your spot for all of the giveaways, for the conversation, for the Q&A, and more. So make sure that you create an account and you are following us here. A massive shout out to everybody who made this episode possible. A big shout out to James and Finton working behind the scenes on the tech side of things. Again, we talked about it earlier in the month, but we are going through some growing pains, some transitional phases, and they have both been working very, very hard to make sure that these streams can happen and do happen and look good in the process. So a big shout out to you guys. Also a thank you to people like Sarah, to our mods in the chat, to everybody making this happen except Lyndon, especially because he left, so that's fine too, especially not him, I guess, at this point in time. Again, we'll be back on July 5th. Please get excited for the things coming to the contest later this month, the changes to Battlegrounds, the daily super event, and the Sinister Sentinel sideshow. Lots to be excited about. We will see you in all of our other community spaces. We'll be back on July 5th. Until that time, my name is Jax. Have fun and play nice, everyone.
All right. Alrighty then. Cool. Good to go. Good to go. Yeah. There we go. Let me kill this. I'm gonna switch this out real quick here. What's promo code Roared give you? So it gives you this here, apparently. You get a 4-star Venom Pool and then the 3 Legends Celebration crystals. So these Legends crystals are cool. Let's go open them up and see if we got anything good. Yes, we claimed. Okay. Yeah. Claim bug. Standard claim bug. Okay. That's always good. Change that up there. All right. We'll assume I have them though. What's the code? XLZMO. It is here. There you go. You're good to go with that code. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Shout out to the nearly 60 people who are here watching. So yeah, it seems like pretty much all good changes. I think the only one that I have questions about is the daily login. They are redistributing that to other stuff, but I did like the fact that like even if you couldn't play the game at all, you log in and get that crystal. Now you can still log in and get one of those crystals on the web store. But that means you only get 1, whereas we were getting 2. And obviously, everyone knows 1 is less than 2. Unless you're Terrence Howard, and then you don't understand how math works at all, apparently. But yeah. So, other than that, it seems like all good changes. Let's see if we can go and did they push the forum post live about what our Battlegrounds metas are going to be? We're no longer temporarily reverting tier 1 warband system, huh? Okay, that's it. That is not... I don't know what the hell this is, honestly, but this is not the metas yet. Okay, so what do we get? We got antiquated Paragon crystals. What does it say antiquated? Wait, what? Is this like because the Valiant crystals are so much better? Like, I think it's some antiquated one. Okay. Why does it say antiquated Paragon crystals? I don't know what the hell's going on. And then we got a half of a tier 6 basic. All right, I'll take it. Not bad. We got also an energy refill and 50 units. So cool. And a 20% attack boost. Love it. Love the Legends Celebration crystals. Those are cool. Dude, I don't know why. What is the difference? Do I have other Paragon crystals? I think I do. Up here, right? Didn't I have... Yeah. What is the difference between the Paragon and the antiquated ones? Oh! Is it... Okay, because they don't have... No, that's what they... Wait, do other ones only have 6 stars? Right? Is that what the difference is? No, they're the same. What? Oh, because these have 4 stars and the antiquated one only has 5, right? Okay. Okay. That's what it is. No, those are 4 too. I don't know what the hell the difference is. Let's pop them open though. What the hell? You have to close the game and open it again? For what? Drop rate changes? Restart your phone? Oh, you're talking to Stig? Well, I'm just gonna do it anyway, so. Okay, interesting. What's up, JJ? How you doing? No, we placed second, Rip first. Lorson, all that farming for nothing. Shame. Now you check the drop rates? Yeah, okay. What's up, Gunner? Bushido Brown, Dr. Brown in the house. How's it going? Abdo, we got 9th. Did we? Okay, I'll take 9th as long as we were top 10 still. That's a pretty big drop, but that's fine with me. That's fine with me. Because, you know, we didn't farm like a bunch of jackasses. Cool. Well, that's fine. That's fine. Let's see. So, drop rates here. 6-star Nexus here. 7-star 1.25%. Okay. Okay. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's a worse drop rate? And it doesn't have... It's a worse drop rate and it doesn't have Nexus crystals in it. Okay. Okay. Well, whatever. Oh. So that's why they're antiquated, I guess. I guess the new ones are better, I guess. Maybe it's because it comes from that, so... It's a huge win. Top 10 is awesome. I will take it. I will take it, yeah. Okay. Had crazy luck with the Valiant crystals. Nice. Hence antiquated. Yes, now it makes sense. Damn it, I didn't even get shards on that. That's some bullshit. Okay. All right. Well, so I still want to do. This is the only thing I have so far. What does this mean? After further discussion, the game team has made the decision not to make any adjustments to the ban system. Previously proposed fix would have resolved the issue for summoners who are on the cusp of Tier 1 T2 play and negatively impacted alliances more securely in T1. Instead, we recommend that cusp alliances switch to manual placement to your members to place the allotted 5 ban champion limit there. Okay. So just changing Alliance War bans? I don't really get what the change is. But I don't play Tier 1 War, so I don't know what the hell. Yeah, I don't know what this means. What I want is the damn new metas. Go, yes, English. Come on. Can we post this? What is this? Oh, I've been promoted to 1-star. What the hell does that even mean? I don't even know. Is that because I made one thing? I made one comment, like at some point. Can we? Yeah, we still don't have that. Hang on, let me go see if I can ask him about it. Hmm. Um. Okay. We'll see if we can. I'm not seeing either. Yeah, it's not ready just yet. I guess I just tagged somebody. I take the tag Jax just to see if we could get him to do it. In the meantime, I need to get back to these damn arenas here because I'm not. I did fall asleep a little early last night, so you know, as was predicted. But yeah. What else, guys? What are you thinking of? Jolly Hawk, if a Tier 2 Alliance matched Tier 1 Alliance, the Tier 2 Alliance could only ban 3 instead of 5. Oh, is that what's going on? Okay. Got it. So now they can manually, should be able to do that. What's up, Hake? How you doing? How's it going? Good morning to you. What's up, Hines11? How you doing? Rajat Kathari. Hopefully they have some unique 7 stars for the July 4th event as well, like Adam, Diablo, etc. Well, so we already saw in these other crystals where a champion who was in the CCP challenges, Starkey, is already in some crystals that they're selling, which is, I'm a little surprised they did that so soon. So, yeah, that's in there might be. And we know that 7-star Weapon Flex is the chase champion for the whole thing overall, but that probably means buying out the store and spending $1,600 potentially, that's ridiculous. So, also, I don't know if he benefits a pretty good deal from his signature ability. I forget, but I just ascended mine and took him to rank 5, which makes perfect sense as to why he would now be a 7-star, which is what I was expecting with Sinister. You do get Sinister too. Right away from doing some of the event too. So if you don't have Mr. Sinister and you buy lots of stuff during the event, I don't know if it's gonna be for the cash side or it might be the unit side that one finished out. You can get a Mr. Sinister as well. Hines, thank you very much. Sending over some support. 1111, much appreciated, my friend. And I think this time does it actually say Hines and not anonymous? Yes, it does say Hines. Okay. Hang on just a second. Let me switch it over to the other one. At least it worked. Oh, wait. This is what didn't work last time. I wonder if this will work today. Hang on just a second. I did talk to Bobbin about kind of putting some of this stuff together. One of the issues I think that I guess I hadn't really thought about before with this having everything go together for the same thing is your super chat and your hey, it's working. Okay. The super chat and the PayPal would be hard to identify as being the same person if someone did it that way, just because one is your email like through PayPal and one is super chat and your name through YouTube. So I don't know about that, but it's a different story. Hines, take that. Thank you. Take that big shot right there. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. How are we individually rewarded yet? Because the individual rewards weren't there, but we should be pretty close together, right? We were only a few points off of each other. So yeah, hang on just a second. My nose feels runny for whatever morning reason. Loose nose hair, that would be why. Yeah. Solo event scores were a lot higher this season, so are we down farther? Yep, I was 94, saw you were in the low 100s. Okay. All right. Let's see if I restart, if it pops up again. Checking on. God, same. Trying to check for the forum post again. Still not there. Yeah, still not there. Like, I want my battleground metas before we kill it, you know? Abdine unit pour as well. Well, we're gonna have to open some. Yep, not there yet still. Okay, let's get back to the arena, because might as well be doing productive things while we're here. But yeah, guys, what else do you want to talk about? Garbage code? What do you mean? What's garbage code? What is a garbage code? Everything seemed good to me. Yep, okay, read that. Why are you unit poor? Didn't you have like 50k at one point? Yeah, I did the Omega event though, and that was like 37k units, plus then I spent 6k more stupidly that I didn't need to spend. So that would be why. Dr. Brown. What's up, Berto? How you doing? Okay, thank you. Thank you, Corvus. Appreciate it. See, this is why you shouldn't do cocaine. Well, how else was I gonna be awake this early? Come on, man. Get realistic. Get realistic. No, if I was doing cocaine, I'd be a lot skinnier. And also, I don't have money for the July 4th offers. I don't have money for cocaine. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. That was my my dad's friend, Joel. He always said, and we're not approaching religion. It's just a saying, right? But he always said that cocaine was God's way of telling you had too much money. It's like, guys like that. I thought that was pretty funny. The Pop Images, what's going on? How are you doing today? What's up, Mike Hill? How's it going? Next season, BG's changes sound good, in my opinion. Looking forward to it. Yeah, so it seems like for everyone but the absolute top players, it'll be easier to get to the top, to the Gladiator Circuit. It sounds like there'll be more people in Gladiator Circuit too, which I wonder how that's going to affect placement. They said that's something they might change up coming up too. What's up, Torrance? Good morning. Happy Friday to you. Yes, BG Bar was first. Justin Viber, how's it going? June 14th live stream. Yes, that is the code. Yep. The rewards for the code is garbage, I think it means. I mean, I don't know. It's 3 of the celebration crystals. I got half a T6 CC. I got 50 units. I got a full energy refill. I got then some crystals, which, yeah, the crystals didn't do much, but that's just absolutely free stuff for punching in a code that took like, I copied and pasted. It took seconds. So by cocaine, I meant cods. I meant cod snack crumbs. Yes, of course. No. Zoe, you've had your cod schmacko, and you pooped this morning. We did successfully get Zoe out for a poop before we started the stream, so that's good. But yeah, Zoe, I gotta do, before we go for our good WLK, Zoe, I gotta go get these 7 stars done and stuff. So yeah, so don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like I don't feed you. Although I actually haven't fed her, so at least not her main kibble kind of stuff. She does need medicine. That can wait about 30 minutes. That can wait till we're done with the 7 stars, Zoe. That can wait. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I hear cocaine is rather addictive. Yeah, anything can be like that. Jedya Camacho, what's up, dude? How about that live stream? Afternoon all. I liked all the information. The main thing that I was really excited for was the super event, because they had told us about that. And then that other live stream happened, and we were in June, and I was like, well, did I miss something here? What's going on? Where is it at? But I guess that was kind of what I assumed too, is then once it wasn't in the first live stream for the month, I figured like, okay, maybe I guess it'd be partway through the month, so we'll take that. But the super event seems really cool. I'm gonna be excited because you'd never get points for doing hero use or whatever for doing battlegrounds before. You wouldn't get anything really besides the battlegrounds rewards. And now we are going to get all of our daily stuff just by logging in and doing battlegrounds and stuff. So I think it'll be pretty good thing, pretty awesome in general. Don't kink shame the Dr. Brown there. It's no good. No kink shaming around these parts. I'm not sure. I think people will be in the VT for longer, but progress easier, if that makes sense. I don't actually know if they will be in the VT for longer, though, because you do get 2 tokens when you win. So I'm not like, there's 2 extra levels, but you're also getting 2 tokens and only losing 1 when you lose. So I'm not really sure it will be. Well, we'll see. We'll see. More elos equals more rewards. What, Swara? More elos. What the hell's an elo? BG rewards start coming out. Yes, Alden, they are arriving about-ish on time as expected, so. Fact that I don't have to do event quest completion is awesome. Yeah! You can just complete the event quest. If you want to rush through it all in one day, well, I mean, I guess you're still not going to be, it'd still be about the same amount of points, but still wouldn't make sense to do that. But yeah, you can do it whenever you want, and it'll just be, it offers us all more freedom, I think, in how we do all these different things. So yeah, it seems like a very good thing to me. I don't see any kind of negative about it, other than the fact that we're getting 1 fewer daily crystal a day. However, you know, that's what we always had for years too. We only recently started getting a second daily crystal by going to the web store, since the web store is available. So it's really not the end of the world, frankly. But, you know, people don't like anything being taken away that they once had. So I will push to be like, can we still get the one in game, please? Because, you know, can we do one, make that at the end of it, that you get your daily crystal in game, just the same way as they're giving out the 4-hour crystals still? Electric Light Orchestra, that is ELO. That is not ELOs, but maybe that's what they meant. It's mean that you get to rule Uru longer. I mean, maybe. We'll see. God, I'll be irritated if, like, it's harder to progress. You would think that if there's a bunch more people getting into the Gladiator Circuit who have lower ranked accounts than I do, I should hopefully be able to stay a little higher up, but we'll see, man. Wingsbound, though. Hello. What's up, Riot? How's it going? Oh, I don't think I have the game sound on, guys. I'll put that back on, too, because it's probably a little weird to not be hearing the standard kind of sounds and music, obviously. So there we go. And we're going back to that. Abdo poll request, please. Sure. Rank 2 7-star unduped Wiccan, or rank 5 Sig 200 abs man. Okay, we can do that. Start a poll. Whom to rank up? Why rank 2 7-star sleepy Wiccan, or rank 5 abs man? Sig 200. Yeah. Let me put that in. Okay. Poll is now live. If you are here, please go and answer that poll for Mr. Sohaib today. Where are we at? I want my metas. Where's my metas? Give me my metas. Come on. Where's the metas? Like, Oh, maybe DNA's not quite done with it. Aha! No, that's May 8th. It just scrolled over. It's the last one. God damn it. I got excited. It said Battlegrounds metas. I was like, no, that's season 18. Son of a... Yes, new solo event thingy sounds interesting. Need to see it in practice. I mean, it's more units per day, too. It's 30 units instead of 25. So that's cool. The chance of getting those units from a daily crystal was pretty rare. So, yeah. Abdo. Okay. Once again, if you want to tag me in the chat, make sure you tag Intoxicated Gamer, not Abdo, because it doesn't actually tag me when you tag Abdo. But I see your message anyway, Slinger. I think the rewards are great for that super event, though I would have really liked if they had some T4A for Paragon. Is that not one of the things? Well, yeah, okay. Then it's just at the Valiant level you can select that, I think. I'm going to be just shy of T4A from SOS. Just need one more to get Valiant. Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, they did say at the Sinister Summer Sentinel event, whatever, Sinister Sentinel Summer event, will be geared towards progression. So there will probably be rank up stuff in there that you can buy either for units and definitely for cash. So you will be Valiant very soon. And one would assume that in general, when they do that, you are, look at me just dexing that special one like a master. Well, in general, when they do that, you can buy the different progression levels. Like you can buy the first level and then the second level too, which is kind of ridiculous, but if you wanted to, you could. I've got 7K placed in BG rewards as Thronebreaker. Nice. Well done. This fixes your issue with not getting points for hero use in BGs. Yeah, exactly, Border Mall. Exactly. I really like it because it always pissed me off. Wait, what's happening to daily crystals? I'm completely lost. So Gunner, they are updating this. There's going to be did you get any of the information about the super event, Gunner, first of all? But we're not going to have a daily crystal in the game. There will be one in the web store. So it'll be going down, basically. All right, I'm going to end this poll. So, hey, it looks like people are siding with Wiccan pretty strongly there. With Absman pretty strongly there. I would agree with that, too. I would take Absman up as a rank 5. Wiccan is good as a rank 2. I do like Wiccan being awakened. I value his awakened ability quite a bit. It makes it so that he can handle, like, Korg and Thing, which you wouldn't necessarily expect him to counter. I think Wiccan's pretty good. He's a little squishy, though, still. Absman is much better defender, although kind of gets rocked a lot these days too. But he is just a little more interesting in his utility, I think, than Wiccan is. So yeah, I would agree with that. I would go Absman as well. Probably roll out soon in about 30 minutes. Well, we're gonna work on our 7 stars here, and so we'll wait around and see if we can get the metas before we're done, because I do want to see what they are. And I think DNA is actively working on it. Could be what the part of the issue is, because I think that's who was posting it. So, because I tagged him, I tagged Jax, and I can see conversation going on, but I don't know. Okay. I'm just looking something else. Never, that's not relevant. Not relevant. Make sure I don't eat that special 2 real quick. Love me some Wiccan. Yeah, I mean, Wiccan's good. I think Awakened is better for sure. Robert J. the Traveler, what's up, dude? What's up, Abdo in chat? BG's solo, I placed 9,640, 500 shards from Titan, so you're almost there. You're almost there. Zoe, what are you huffing about? What's the huffing? What's with your leg back here, too? You got your leg tail swoop going on. Yeah, we got to get through the 7 stars, though. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. You're going to have to wait. You already had the cod schmacko. You did. You're fine. I can put your regular foods down for you and get you your medicine, though. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should do that real quick. I woke up right at tail in the stream. Only thing I've seen is this 7-day login calendar. So Gunner, yeah, that one. The interesting thing about that is too, you'll get whatever the reward is the day that you log in. So you'll miss things on the days that you don't, but you don't like reset the calendar. So that'll be, yeah. Anyways, don't miss anything. But there's going to be a super event where our 22-hour event and our daily event kind of stuff are going away and are going to be all combined into one thing. And they're adjusted upwards for the amount of units that we would get. We still get the units, we still get the revive, and we still get a lot of the other stuff, you know, gold. We still get the 4-hour crystals, so we can hoard those if we want. We still get, like, you know, all sorts of good stuff in there. The only thing, as far as I could tell, that was really different is that we only get 1 daily crystal instead of 2, but you can still get the one from the web store. Yeah, so I think that's about it. There is like I think a change. There might be, no, they still, because we brought up with them that we didn't like, it seemed like they weren't going to have the crystal shards of the solo crystal shards like these ones, right? And we brought that up with them, and I did see them in there. So those should still be in there, because we brought up that these are a good source of still getting, like, you know, the small boosts and that kind of stuff. Why did I do that? Yeah. What I would like is a place to get 2-star Sig Stones. That'd be cool. Because, yeah, do we get any... I don't know. What is this little junk? Give me... Yeah, okay, cool. Where's the 10% ones? Where's the 10%? Okay, there's a couple of them, yeah. But, yeah, I would like that. Give me some 2-star Sig Stones. Yeah. Toxicated Gamer formerly known as Abdo. Yeah, I have always been free to play and I'm terrible at saving units. July 4 sales are always depressing for me. If you're terrible at saving units, that's not going to work out too well, for sure. For sure. Grind that arena, homie. Grind the arena. Missed the stream. What are the big points? Boris, let chat. That's just what I was just saying for that. So it's going to be 2 up, 1 down in the battlegrounds going forward in season 19. So there's going to be 2 extra levels. There's going to be an extra 9,400 trophy tokens with that. And it should generally be easier for most people to progress if they have a lower win rate. If, like, say you win 50% of your matches, it's going to be easier for you to progress. If you had like a 90 or 95% win rate, you might actually have to play a couple more matches. But since that type of person who had that kind of high win rate is usually going to end up in the Gladiator circuit, plays pretty highly anyways, playing a lot of matches, they don't expect to see much change. The super event, we're going to be getting our July 4th stuff earlier than July 4th. So should be at the 28th, I believe, I think is what we said. Yeah, something like that. Zoe cosplaying as Werewolf by Night when, Abdo? Dude, she's way too pretty to be a monster. Get out of here. I am going to give her I'm going to grab her medicine real quick and her food. So, hang on. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just in case you want that, Zoe. All right, Zoe. Come over here. Doggo. Medicino, come here. Kiss it. First one not good enough for you, huh? Okay, second one's good. Can you get the first one now, please? Good girl. Good doggo. Yes, good girl takes her medicine. All right. All right. Go on. You got foods down. You need foods. You can have your foods. Oh, what a good dog. What a good dog. And let me get through these 7 stars and stuff, and then we'll get to a WLK in 30 minutes to an hour, probably. Roughly. Anyways. What's up, Edwin? How you doing? Good morning, my friend. All right. I heard a Discord thing too. Did we? Done. Okay, sweet. So we should be up here. Should be. No, not that. Close that, please. Abdo could cosplay as Hulk. He's a muscly body anyways, obviously. All right, go back. All right, we have our Battlegrounds metas here. Let's see. Here we go. Welcome back to Battlegrounds with Season 19. For you to look forward to, we restructured and retuned the victory track progression, so it's easier for summoners with a lower win rate to achieve success. Alongside this change, we have included a small reward update to go alongside the victory track progression changes. All of this will come alongside the new Season 19 node combo. So I think that's just the 9,400 extra trophy tokens they're talking about. I don't think there's anything else in there. Would be nice if they had added in some more Elder Marks, but tell me, what can you do? What can you do? Okay, so the entire month, can we... This will be slightly bigger? Yeah, okay. Cosmic Shatter. This is what we got. Cosmic attackers' light attacks have a 50% chance to armor break the defender, reducing their armor rating by 20% for 10 seconds. Okay. If the light hit was critical, the chance is 100% instead. Fantastic. So just armor break with Cosmic Champs. Okay. Defender buffs. Defender gains a permanent armor up buff, increasing armor rating by 10% per stack whenever the attacker blocks one of their attacks. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, so just blocking gives them that. Okay. Defender's armor up buffs gain 40% potency. The attacker starts with their spirit gauge 50%. Okay. So that seems like nothing, basically. You could just completely avoid... So any Cosmic Champions are going to armor break on light attacks, and you can completely avoid the defender getting their armor up by just not taking block damage too. So that seems like not that bad at all. Seems like pretty much a nothing meta, I would say. So then week 1 for the Gladiator Circuit, same thing. Defender, it's the explosive personality. Okay. When the defender blocks an attack, they activate an armor up buff, boosting armor by 25%. Yes, upon reaching 5 of them. Okay, so did I read that backwards for the first one? Defender gains permanent armor up buff increased by when you block. No, that's the attacker, right? Okay, so the first one. So yeah, so it's just gonna have explosive personality. That hopefully should be fine. And then our chaos. At the start of the fight and at the end of the champion's special attack, one of the following indefinite effects is randomly applied to each champion: fatigue, armor break, weakness, disorient, bleed, shock, tranquilize, crush, precision, armor. Oh god. Okay, that is gonna be interesting. That does sound like chaos. That sounds like absolute chaos. Oh boy, that is gonna be an interesting way to finish off the season. People are gonna hate that. I guarantee you, some people are gonna hate that. Some people are gonna like it. Okay, that'll be very interesting. And it says they also have special 1 and special 2 bias. So okay. Interesting. All right, then. So this just talks about the rest of the changes that they had made for the progression. And yeah, so but you get 2 up, 2 down, and I think this is just adding in a little bit of whatchamacallit. Also, the 7-star Deathless piece will be in this season, and a new Sunspot styling emote. Nice. All right. And as you can see, it was edited by Jax at 10:37 a.m. Yes, so cool. All right, cool. That looks pretty good. If anyone else wants to look at this on your own, I will go ahead and give you the link here, just so you can check it out on your own time. What's up, Just Bus? The Return of Dr. Doom on defense. Yeah, you could probably be decent. You could just not take block hits though, and you won't get the armor up. So, and there's other science champions who are going to be able to deal with him anyways. So, yeah, all right, it looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Hang on just a sec. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, Zoe, you're not. No, we're not. No. Huh? We gotta do the 7 stars. Sorry, we gotta do 7 stars. It's necessary. Yo just came back not too long ago from not playing the game for years and stumbled across your vids and love them. Keep up the good work. Yo, Stowboy, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the kind words and welcome back to the contest. Now is a good time as any to get into it too. So, yeah, hell yeah. I do live stream at 7:30 Pacific time pretty much every night. Occasionally do earlier streams like this. This is pretty rare to be up this early. So, though, I don't know what your time frame is, but generally stream a ton of Battlegrounds. So I will be around and I will be making videos more and that kind of stuff too. So come by and say hi for sure. For sure. No, Zoe, chill. Maybe, do you need to, I mean, I don't really want to take you out for like a good, no, we're gonna go for a good walk. You already peed and pooed, you're fine. You can settle down. I know, you probably just want more TREATSs. What's up, Deej? Good morning. What's up, Rex? How you doing? Seems like Cosmic Fest. Yeah, but I mean, you are gonna have like the Mystic Defenders, as we were saying, so, too. Won't just be Cosmic Champions, but yeah. And I don't think it's gonna be, because, you know, sometimes you have to block, but also you can just play kind of stun immune style, not block, and you'll be not too, they're not gonna get the armor up, so. Won't be 100% necessary to be having Cosmic Champions. That's for sure. Of course I missed the Kabam live stream. Deej, the code though is, what was it? June 14th. Shoot, I don't have, it's up higher in the chat. I copied and pasted something else though, but there's a code for free 3 Legends crystals, Deej, that you want to get from the web store. It's June 14th live stream, I think is what it was. Just June 14 live stream, I think, right, guys? Yeah, thanks, guys. Okay. So make sure you go to the web store and put that in for your good stuff there. What's up, Swinny? How you doing? How are her allergies doing? She's still like licking more than I would like. We got her that allergy shot, so I was hoping that would take care of that mostly. And she still is a little more aggressive than we'd like on that, but overall, I think she's okay. I don't know. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can do with medical treatments, Swinny. I don't know if you know that or not. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing okay. I don't have enough 7 and 6 star shards to get arcade in the arena. Yeah, 7 and 6 star champions. Yeah, it is a bit of a grind. I'm not quite where I wanted to be. I wanted to be at 50 million, but I decided to go ahead and drink and have an edible last night because, well, you know, I'm in the intoxicated gamer. And so I got to like 42, 43 million, I think, before I went to bed. So we'll have to make up a little bit of ground today and tomorrow, but I think we're on a good pace. So long as I don't go to the Mariners game tomorrow night, I'll be fine. And I don't think, I had talked to some friends about that. I talked to my dad about it. My dad wasn't feeling he's feeling a little off. He might have a little bit of a cold or something coming on. He tested, didn't have COVID, so that's good. But I was just like, so you're not going to the Mariners game? And he's like, oh, I'm not? I'm like, no, not if you're sick. I'm like, I'm not hanging out with you. It's open air, but still, we're not going and hanging out and you're sick. No. Rest up. I know he needs his rest anyways, so definitely not doing that. But I have my friends John and Ashley I talked about maybe going to, but Ashley just got back from Europe, so I don't know if she's going to want to do that. Oh, crap. Whoops. There's also some discussion of going and seeing Bad Boys for Life or something, because we share an appreciation of terrible movies, and actually it seems like it's doing pretty well, and maybe isn't terrible, so who knows? Who knows? Am I not a year old? I must be 11 months. Dad, I'm effing boy. Are you not quite there? You must be. Yeah, you must be. Does it say? It doesn't tell me here, I think. No, it doesn't tell me there. I think there's a way I can look, though. Technically. These guys I didn't just use, right? Are they... Why are they so far off? Oh no. Oh no! I got all of them done last night. Should have been okay. Don't be whiny. Nobody likes a whiny puppy dog. Ryan is on something this morning. What if instead of live stream it as love stream and we spread love and kindness everywhere? Keep your love to yourself, buddy. Yes. I like it. Spread love and kindness everywhere. Spread your love around. Something. Don't pour your love out on me, baby. Or, wait, that's not quite right. Pour some sugar on me? No, I don't know. It's not quite right. Not quite right. Last night I woke up around 3:30 in the morning. I ran to the bathroom and vomited. Oh, Swinny. I'm actually resting in the emergency room. Blood came up. Dude. Sorry to hear that, Swinny. Sorry to hear that. Is there any extra reason for that, I guess? Got any hot nurses? Anything good out of this, Swinny? Anything positive we can take away from this? Lovely IV. Yeah, okay. Can they jazz it up for you? Give you something exciting in there? Oh man. Oh man. Is 59,895th for 225k points in BG solo a reasonable rank? Because it feels wrong. I've gotten much better ranked with 250k points. Yeah, it's probably right. I think there were a lot more people playing this last season, so for the buffed rewards, I think that a lot more people played probably, so there were probably a lot of people in that range. Like, not too many points are going to separate out where people got to, I would think, in that range. But yeah, unfortunately, Dr. Fate, I do believe that is a reasonable ranking. They got the good dope in the hospitals? Yes, that's true. Don't know if they're giving it to him or not, though. I actually passed out and you had to come by the ambulance? Swinny. Oh, Swinny, what are we going to do with you? Bubble wrap would not take care of that problem, unfortunately. They should just get you a wing. Just give you a wing of the hospital. Give you a whole run of the place, you know? No, thank you. No, thank you. Sorry, it just reminds me of that Spinal Tap gag where he says it was someone else's vomit. I actually don't... I've never seen Spinal Tap. Yeah, no, I've never actually seen it. I know. Don't get mad at me. I'm being honest. Like, I know some things from it, like turning it up to 11 and so forth, but I've never actually seen it. Bubble wrap, Swinny? Yeah, but that's not gonna help. In this case, Pixie. It's not gonna help. I'm mad. Mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take it anymore, yeah. Hey, at least shows us that the game isn't dying. 60k people are playing. Yeah, no kidding. There's anytime anyone ever says anything about that, it's just like, no, you're having a bad experience. That's not all of us. The game isn't dying just because you personally are upset that some change occurred or that you're not enjoying a game mode as much anymore. People love... Misery loves company. They love to like try and take everyone else down with them when they're like unhappy with the game. But It ain't dying any goddamn time soon, that's for sure. That's for sure. What's up, Sam? How are you doing? Happy to be here. Got another 7-star from the promo code Legends Crystals. Damn. You pulled Sassy? Damn. All right. Congratulations. Let's go, Sam. Congratulations. Do you like I just have quickly given up? Just like, Sam. Shit. 60K is above the score, which means way more than 60K. Yeah. That too. Playing Battlegrounds when it's not everyone's favorite game mode. Well, let's just throw that from way far away and have it have no effect. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. The game is dying. No, I didn't say that just because I pulled Winter Soldier for the 69th time. Yeah. Arcade is definitely one of the more unique champions. Yeah, he is. What's the promo code? I want 7-star. Oh, that's the one that's up a little bit higher there. The June 14 live stream. That you just need to copy and paste that from chat or whatever and take it to the web store. Put it in the promo code there. Assuming you've already logged into the web store at some point. But it's not like you get a guaranteed 7-star either. Still boy, just so we're clear. What he was saying was he got 7-star shards from his Legends Celebration crystals, and that led to him getting a 7-star, but you're not gonna just get a guaranteed 7-star from it. So, just so you're aware. Have you seen With Nail and I? I think you'd enjoy it. I haven't even heard of that. Haven't even heard of that. Jod, what's up, dude? How's it going? Anyone know how many incursion artifacts you can get from Sector 6 until Zone 25? No, not off the top of my head. I don't know. I think you'd have to just count them yourself. I don't know if that's in any infographic I've seen or anything. Wait, what? Live stream? That was what we were doing for the beginning of the stream here. Is we were watching Kabam's live stream. Kabam live streams now on Twitch. They often have giveaways. They often have codes for something like this one. And they announce when they do that. And yeah, so that's what we were doing. We were restreaming their live stream while I'm doing a little bit of arena here. All right, we're up to 50 million, so it's good. I don't know why my 7-stars are out of sync so bad though. Maybe just from help requests? They got to get rid of this help system. This help system sucks ass. It is so terrible. Such garbage. What's up, Royal? How you doing? What's up, C. Rob? Is the 7-star selector still in the Legends Crystal? There was never like a... I mean, it still is a selector for which progression level you want, I guess. But there was never a 7-star... I don't think there's fully formed 7-stars in there, as far as I remember. So, there definitely wasn't a selector. You can just get shards, which can lead to one. But I think that's it. Yes, it did. Did it? What was it? Was it selecting a whole 7-star champion, or what was it? Maybe I just never got it because I wasn't lucky enough. Ebony Ma, Emma, and others. Oh! Yeah, no, that's... No. I don't think that's in there at all. I don't think that's in there at all. At least I haven't heard of anyone mentioning anything about it since they put the Legends crystals in the web store. The weekly one, you know. Julie Nava, what's up? How's it going? Good morning. You think you got one at one point? Snagged myself a new rank 5 Chi-Elf Ascended 2. Nice. Already got to see how nice she was with the new war meta. I liked her quite a lot for the Gwenpool Spring of Sorrow fight too. She was my favorite in there. And for the new meta, I didn't bring her. I used Mole Man and Black Cat, but I thought about bringing her because I do like her. Her heavy reach is really, really nice, and she shrugs stuff so well. God, yeah, okay. Well, this is going to be... screwing up our walk time, Zoe. I apologize. We maybe should just head out. Oh, yeah. Maybe that's the thing. Maybe I go for a little walk right now, take the dog for a walk, and then come back, and it'll be right on time. I think that's actually going to be the plan, guys. I think that's actually going to be the plan. It says it's in there in the drop rates? Really? Okay, I just opened them, so I can't check. But, yeah. All right, cool. Really good on Path 9? I would expect so. You have it rank 3? Nice. With Nail and I, it's about drugs and booze at the end of the 1960s England and two guys trying to work out life and everything. Very funny. Huh, okay. Maybe I'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah. All right, well, for now, guys, I think that'll do it for me at the moment. Ooh, what else do we do? 107, huh? I'll make a video with this stuff in it, though. I'll claim all those rewards stuff, so... Yeah, but for today, for right now, I think that's it. I will be back this evening. Yay, it's over. Pixie, as usual. Are you grinding for arcade or units or both? I'm going for arcade. I've been getting every new champion, so I will. And I mean, I was gonna try to get to like 4 million for July 4th battle chips to open. We'll see. I don't know if I can get there, especially if they're doing it starting earlier. But yeah. Should we go see if anyone else? Let's go see if anyone else that I'm subscribed to is on at the moment. What do we got? Not in the MCOC realm, unfortunately. Okay. Well, yeah, that'll do it for today. Well, or for today's stream. And then I will be back this evening at my normal time. So I will catch you guys later. Thank you. Big shout out to Heinz11 for being our big shot of the morning. And yeah, I'm gonna go walk Zoe, and then I'll catch you guys in about 8 hours-ish, okay? Have a good day or night wherever you're at in the world. Peace.